The ultimate benefit of F&I menu selling is the fact that it forces a financial manager to present 100% of the products 100% of the time. Now, as I discussed previously, we have reluctance. There are certain customers that intimidate us in different ways. Even though I'm a record-setting F&I manager, there are certain types of customers through the course of my career that intimidated me. And I was nervous about presenting certain products to them. The menu forces you to present everything evenly to every customer every time. Including cash customers and outside finance deals. It's a road to the sale format. Even a green pea brand new F&I manager can present the menu with a lot of authority, a lot of confidence. And the most compelling reason to use the F&I menu, it documents full legal disclosure. The client can't come back at a later time and say, you said this, or no, I didn't, it's right here in writing, you signed it. Matter of fact, how do I know I did that? Because I do it the same way every time without exception. No matter any time a consumer comes back at you, even if it's in court, your argument is always, I do it the same way every time without exception. How do you know you did that? Because I do it the same way every time without exception. Don't try to tell them you remember the deal. No, I don't remember the deal, but I do it the same way. I say the same thing every time without exception. The menu is signed off by the customer, documenting full, legal, complete disclosure. And by the way, during the course of doing a menu, if you have a tendency to write over the menu and scratch out things and write other things, and you start negotiating on the menu as if it's a worksheet, once you are done and you've arrived at the final agreement with the consumer, this is what we're going to do. I want you to take that worksheet and write the word void in big letters across it and get the consumer and the co-signer, if there's two people, everybody signs it. And then you print an entirely new menu exactly with the terms you agreed and have them sign that. So in the deal folder, you have a voided menu and you have the exact menu they agreed to. And they signed off on the void. That they can't use that against you at a later time if that were to become a legal action. It's standard and uniform to all customer. The reason it works so well is it's not a smokescreen. We're not deflecting customers with buzzwords like payment protection plan, fully protected payment. All of these words were designed, how many of you have the title business manager? Well, business manager, what a wimpy ass title that is. I'm the business manager. Excuse me. The title business manager was created 40 years ago by some of the F&I training vendors that also sold product to disguise who you really are. The word business manager was designed to help you to lay in the weeds, and the customer was brought in to believe you were going to do some paperwork like a clerk, and then you were going to pounce on them and sell them some stuff. Well, guess what? They know you're going to sell them some stuff. They know who you are. They know what you do. The title business manager is a very weak power structure. I met the business manager in your dealership, and that's a person in the back office with a bad disposition. Excuse me, I'm not the business manager. And by the same token, I'm not the finance guy. I'm the financial director, the financial consultant, the financial manager. Financial sounds like you have an advanced education in your field, Sherson, Lehman, Hutton, American Express. You sound like a financial advisor. You sound like you have a little clout. It's a power title. Financial director, financial manager. I'm not the business manager. Let's talk about the psychology of the menu sale. First of all, it's a seamless flowing process. From beginning to end, 3 to 5 minutes. Remember I said earlier, detached indifference. I'm not going to try to sell the customer anything on the menu. My only job now is to present these items to you, explain how they work, We're going to sign waivers, releases, and hold harmless documents on those items that you declined and elected not to buy that you have elected to self-insure. Self-insure, what powerful close that is. Okay, now, one thing about the menu is we're establishing common ground. I don't need to sit there behind my computer to present the menu. Now, I know we've got technologies like the DocuPad or the tablets that some of you are using. But still in all, the menu, say I'm referring now to the paper menu or the tablet, I have the ability to go around the desk and sit with the customer on their side. I have the ability with a tablet or paper menu to present the menu sitting with them, not across from them in an adversarial relationship. It's a very strong common ground item. You know, it's relaxed and conversational. I am not going to be hammering the customer with a pre-prepared, memorized, robotic presentation. I hate F&I schools that teach you to be a little wind-up robot. You are not a wind-up robot. You're a human being and they're human beings. I'm going to converse with them. I'll talk with them, not at them. I'm not going to use all these high psychology memorized things that frankly do not work. And the other thing, I don't want some video telling my customer how to buy the products. Excuse me, I have met a lot of the people in those videos. They couldn't do what I do. And they probably couldn't do what you do. I don't need some character on a video, and I think now they've even gone virtual, some of these people that are trying to sell directly to the consumer from their vantage point with a live operator. Excuse me. I want a face-to-face human interaction. I'm the sales representative here selling the finance products and explaining them. Now, not only is it relaxed and conversational, what you have to understand about F&I is we're selling intangibles. What we are selling to the customer, you can't do a demo ride with a service contract. It's a piece of paper. You're selling a $2,000 and $3,000, $1,500 piece of paper. You better be able to create a picture in the customer's mind of them using, enjoying, and benefiting from the value of that piece of paper, what it will do for them, and get them to understand and visualize the benefits. If you can't do a visual presentation to the consumer, you can't sell F&I. If you can't get in their head, and I'm being very serious. One of the things I'm going to be talking about on a subsequent video is a consumer counseling credit interview. We know a bunch of our customers, a good number of them, have credit issues. And to be able to get in front of that customer, interview them, it accomplishes several things. Number one, it allows me to explain to the customer the rate to risk. And this is amazing. Now we are obligated by law to explain rate to risk. You know, Mr. Customer, credit scores range anywhere from the mid-threes, 350 or thereabouts, all the way up to 900. And as you know, different people pay different interest rates depending on their credit score. You know, and unfortunately, 900 being the best, the cutoff line between good credit and poor credit is usually somewhere around 600. And Mr. Customer, you fall slightly below 600. So the federal government has showed this diagram for me to explain to you why the rate may be slightly higher and how we can repair that in the future for your future loans. You know, a good payment history will move that number up, and we'll show you how to do that. So the consumer credit counseling interview gives me more information to get the deal bought through the banks. When I have the information and I do that rehash phone call to the credit supervisor after Route 1 or Dealer Track has turned it down, after I've got a turn down, you know, through the traditional, and I pick up the phone and I've got the credit supervisor on the line trying to rehash and get that deal bought, the credit interview gives me a story to tell to them. Why? Why is very important. Okay, let's talk about the menu itself. Now, I'm not going to do a graphic on the screen. I'm just going to explain to you, because you've already got your DocuPad, you've got your tablet, you've got your paper menu. You already have a visual of your menu. what does the menu accomplish? Before you do anything else, you want to disclose the base payment at the base price.